What's so funny?
You are, you stupid dick!
As of today, there are new mission parameters. Time to target is now 4 minutes. You'll be entering the valley level at reduced speed, not to exceed 420 knots.
Sir, won't we be giving their planes time to intercept?
The Gun Maverick. More than 30 years after his time at Top Gun, Chief Pete "Freethinker" Mitchell is filling in as a U.S. Naval Force aircraft tester. As back Chief Naval Officer Chester Mallet Kane weighs to deal with shut down the hypersonic Dark Star scramjet program and divert the assets to Ramble programs, Nonconformist flies the model to its speed even-handed, then drives further into high hypersonic speed, annihilating it. Kane needs to ground Dissident for his wildness, yet rather sends him to Nas North Island as a Top Gun educator, compelled of Nonconformist's companion and previous opponent, Chief of Naval Operations Tom "Iceman" Kazansky, the Commandant of the U.S. Pacific Armada. Dissident is requested to prepare a tip-top gathering of FA-18E/F Super Hornet pilots collected by Bad Habit Chief of Naval Operations Lover Twister Simpson and back Naval Commander Solomon Warlock Bates for an earnest mission to bomb an outside country's unsanctioned uranium enhancement plant. The plant sits in a profound wretchedness toward the finish of a gorge and is protected by surface-to-air rockets and fifth-age Su-57 contenders working from a close-by air base. Nonconformist plans an assault with 2 sets of Super Hornets, which will fly through a gully and obliterate the plant. The pilots at first repel Freethinker, especially Lieutenant Jake Executioner Saracen and Lieutenant Bradley Chicken Bradshaw, the child of Nonconformist's late closest companion and Rio Scratch Goose. Bradshaw as the pilots train for the mission. Erosion creates among Executioner and Chicken, who dislikes Executioner's arrogant disposition towards his partners, while Executioner condemns Chicken's mindfulness. As the pilots notice Nonconformist, they re-evaluate and mix around him. Nonconformist likewise reunites with previous sweetheart Penny Benjamin, to whom he uncovers that Chicken's presently dead mother made him vow to hold her child back from flying, and obstructed Chicken's application to the Maritime Institute, hampering his vocation. Nonconformist later meets with Iceman, who has throat malignant growth and essentially conveys by composing on a PC. Consoling Freethinker about showing the group, he spends away days after the fact, and Nonconformist alongside the pilots, go to his burial service where a missing man development is noticed. With Iceman dead, Typhoon Eli nominates Nonconformist as mission mentor and sets new boundaries that are safer on approach however more dangerous on exit. Nonetheless, Dissident makes an unapproved trip of the reproduced course with the first boundaries, demonstrating that it very well may be finished. Typhoon is persuaded and hesitantly designates Nonconformist as Strike Pioneer.
Sam took us out.
No. Why were they dead?
I slowed down and I didn't give her a warning. It's my fault.
Was there a reason you didn't communicate with your team?
I was focusing on...
One that their family will accept at the funeral.
None, sir.
Freethinker picks the mission group and coordinates himself with Phoenix and her WSO bounds, while Chicken is matched with Compensation and his WSO fanboy. Executioner and the excess pilots are placed on backup. The group dispatches from the plane carrying warship USS Theodore Roosevelt while the directed rocket cruiser USS Leyte Bay flames Hatchet Voyage rockets to obliterate the air base close to the plant. The group arrives at the plant and obliterates it, yet is gone after by surface-to-air rockets and a couple of watching Su-57 criminals. At the point when Chicken runs out of countermeasures, Freethinker forfeits his stream to safeguard him and discharges. Trusting Dissident to be killed in real life, the leftover airplane returned to the transporter. Against orders, Chicken turns around and saves Nonconformist from a Mi-24 helicopter gunship, however is fired somewhere near another surface-to-air rocket and launches close by. The two rejoin and head towards the obliterated airbase, where they take a F-14 Tomcat and make a beeline for the transporter. Dissident and Chicken destroy 2 blocking Su-57s, however a third shows up as they run out of ammo and countermeasures. Executioner shows up from backup to kill the Su-57, and the planes return to applaud the transporter, where Nonconformist and Chicken accommodate.
You don't know that.
You're not flying fast enough. You don't have a second to waste.
Sometime after the mission, Freethinker and Chicken work together on a P-51 Colt at a shed close to the test office where Dissident was recently positioned.
Yeah, we'd still have a
Penny
chance.
shows up with her little girl Amelia, and Dissident has a good time with her in the P-51. Chicken strolls to a photograph board and recognizes a photograph of their central goal's prosperity, close by a photograph of his late dad and a more youthful Dissident.
You really don't get it. On this mission, a man flies like Maverick here, or a man does not come back. No offense intended.